Here we have a Crosley that fell into my lap very cheaply. I don't even know why I bought it, even for a cheap price. Yeah, I know why I bought it. I had it in my head that everything would work on it, and I could unload it. But when I got it, the CD player was dead. The lid was ripped off back here, and they use these little bitty short screws, small short screws. No wonder it didn't hold. And this is not even real wood. This is some kind of fake crap. The latch that holds the lid up had also ripped out, and this whole side piece had come loose. By the way, this is from when? 2015, I think. I've got radio record player combinations that are 70 years old and still mechanically sound. The record player didn't work either. I fixed that, so I figured, well, I can sell it for the radio and the record player. Put it up for $20. Got about 3 scammers. The ones that is this still available scammers, and then when you click on their profile, there's nothing there. I had another one offer me $15 without even seeing the item, and I never negotiate via the internet. If you want to negotiate with me, you come do it in person. And then another woman said she wanted it, was going to be by late yesterday afternoon to get it, and you guessed it, another damn no-show. So I'm fed up with it. We're going to EOL this thing some way or another, but first we'll show you how it performs. The best thing about it is the FM radio, and even it's not that great. Now, this radio doesn't use a tinning condenser. It uses a varactor diode and a potentiometer to select the stations.
That's tomorrow on the Kid Craddock Morning Show. On the Kid Craddock Morning Show. Over.
When I was sick as a little kid, to keep me happy, there's a couple of cool storylines.
See how touchy this is?
3 meals plus 3 free gifts using the code WEIGH60+. Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
And yes, I tried cleaning the pot. That didn't help it any. Here's AM. If that's 910, it's coming in very weakly. If that's 670, it's way out of alignment. It's probably 910.
Yeah, Mike, this is Bob from Chicago. Why don't those truckers going to D.C. take a bunch of illegal...
You hear the noise. It's like it's picking up a station 30 miles away.
Hi, Mike. I am for the People's Trucker Convoy.
Alright, phonograph. And it sounds better than a Crosley Cruiser, but that's not saying a whole lot. There's still not a lot of bass here, and that's because the impedance mismatch. That's because of an impedance mismatch between the cartridge and amplifier input. A ceramic cartridge wants to see an input of at least 1 megohm, but they typically run these through a 47k ohm line level input, and that just won't cut it.
Selling on my game is guaranteed. Getting it on the dance floor. Keep that ass shaking and keep it popping. Come over here.
See how easy that came apart? I didn't have to kick it too hard either. Now the side I glued back together held. So what does that tell you? Okay, we have the power transformer removed, and we've bypassed the transformer with a AC power cord. Give you a look at the inside of this. About what you would expect for something like this. Okay, we have the variable AC power supply connected with less than 10 volts of AC input. Oh, there it went.
Come in the VIP and just chill with it.
That's about 20 volts. Okay, let's let the airplane go over. Hold it. Flip at the radio, see if the dial bulbs burn out now. I smell something burning. Oh, they're getting dimmer. I see smoke. Well, that's the end of the radio. Crank it a little more. Will the CD player open? Nah, finish that off. And it looks like we finished the amplifier off too. The only thing that's running is the motor. We're at a little under 30 volts. Whoop, now the motor stopped. That gum, I had the camera turned off. You missed that electrolytic blow up. Okay, there's an electrolytic venting back here. I have it off right now. Yeah, that one back there's venting big time. Guess you might say I'm slow cooking this thing. Okay, we're at about 22, 3 volts AC input. Let's go up a little higher with it. see the current rising now that I've increased the voltage some. Let's let it slow cook and see what pops. Oh, we have smoke. Now, I can't do this as violently as I'd really like to do it. That's another reason I'm slow cooking this thing. If I get too carried away out here, well, let's just say I'm going to catch hell for it, and I don't need none of that. So okay, we're back up to about 25 volts. That's our current draw. Let's see, that's on the 3 amp scale. We're drawing about 0.6 amps. And we have smoke. I also don't want to burn up my power supply either. That's another reason I'm being careful with this. We're reforming the capacitors is what we're doing here. Okay, I wasn't even recording, was I? Yeah, I think our main filter is getting a little warm. If I was out in some isolated area, just connect 110 to this and juice it and watch it go up in flames. But like I said, where I am, I can't very well do that without catching a lot of grief, so we're not going to do it. Well, heck, this is disappointing. We're not 50 volts. And we're not even drawing any current, so I guess whatever blew open has blown open. Okay, we're at about 50 volts, relatively no current draw, and some more smoke. So let's let it just sit here and slow cook a little while. This is how you reform Chinese capacitors, people. You might remember we did this to another one a few years ago, and it was more exciting. We actually had some poppage and fire in that one. But this one's not doing anything. We're at about, whoa, something just did something. Oh, here we go, here we go. Now we're at very low voltage here. We shorted the amplifier IC. We're putting, let's let that go a little bit like that and see what happens. Alright, we're at a little over 10 volts and we're drawing an excessive amount of current, so we've achieved our goal of shorting something out. And like I said, I'm being cautious for a number of reasons. I do not want to ruin my power supply for the sake of EOLing a Crosley. Now our current just shot up there. We're drawing over an amp now, about 1.75 amps. So yeah, we shorted the audio output IC, I'm sure. Okay, so as much as we all would have loved to have seen some sure enough smoke and fire, I'm really not going to risk my power supply doing that. And the speakers are still not blown, so I'm going to save them for use in something else. We know the motor's burned out, so there's no use in saving that. So we'll save the speakers, the cartridge, and the power transformer and power cord. And the rest of it is going to get smashed. So yeah, best way to get a cartridge off of one of these, just break the whole tone arm off. And of course we saved the 45 adapter. And I saved the belt and the C-clip because we always need those. Well, that was easy enough to break. And I don't even have on my good shoes today. Just goes to show how shoddy these things are made. I think I had the camera going the wrong way. You probably got the rest of my yard. Alright, let me get a screwdriver and get these speakers out. Okay, that's what we saved. The two speakers, the power transformer, the power cord, the cartridge, and of course the tone arm wire in the cartridge that I sometimes need. And the rest of it, all crushed up and ready to be deposited in a garbage bag. But yeah, maybe sometime whenever the situation is more conducive, we'll EOL one with a bit more fanfare, but I hope you got a little entertainment out of this anyway. Okay, so there you go, an EOL Crosley And an EOL mumble rap record in the process. Don't even make a good test record.